working with you in ensuring this is achieved. As a National Commission for UNESCO, and I know wherever you come from, there are national commissions for UNESCO. I know your secretaries general by name, and I asked some of you, how is Heather in Zambia? Unfortunately, they don't know the NATCOM. Please, when you get back to your countries, look for the National Commission for UNESCO, because the National Commission for UNESCO is very key in tracking, in coordinating, in liaising whatever you are doing with UNESCO. Before you get to Judy, the National Commission for UNESCO should be involved, should understand what is it that you want to do, because Judy ordinarily will, and now I'm talking about Judy as UNESCO, Judy will ordinarily ask Rosie, are you aware of this? Do you approve? Have they talked to you? And then I'll go and ask Juliana, what is this that Judy is asking me about? This is how it works. We are there to play that midwife role. You know what a midwife does, you know? We are there to play that role and ensure that you, the mother of this child that is being given birth to, really looks after the child very well and nurtures it. And this is exactly what has happened in this particular project that was approved. I would like also to commend Uganda for achieving this milestone. You know, Juliana and I sit in the evaluation committee when IFCD has finally said, these are the projects, look at it again and make your evaluation. You know, you see efforts, but some of them don't meet the standard. So I want to commend this particular project and the brains behind it, because it attracted this funding, $99,000 US. For we in the developing world and for the purpose meant for it, it's a big seed that has been sowed. And we know a giant tree can get germinated. It is already, you know, forming roots in whatever we are doing. So I'm very proud of you. And Hajara, thank you very much for coordinating. And thank you especially. You know, we have such busy schedules. An email came in June, and I think, you know, when you open an email and you don't respond immediately or note down, you're bound to forget. And it went off my mind. I was supposed to be in the field this week. So when Hajara was like, Rosie, I hope you're ready. I said, but how? Where? When? And she told me, we sent an email. So thank you for insisting, because by insisting, I had to put everything aside, and I don't regret anything, because I'm now very well informed and in position to talk authoritatively about the outcome of this summit. And be sure, Madam Juliana, and the rest of you, that during the General Conference, you know, the UNESCO General Conference is held every other 2 years. We have one this year, and it involves all member states. And the National Commission is in charge of, you know, putting the delegation together, making sure that the head of delegation's speech is correctly written. Be sure that this project will be mentioned in the report, because it is a milestone, it is a big achievement, you know, to have this platform created. And I'm sure the other countries will pick a leaf, if not join. And what a big thing if we have a network of more than even 10 African countries involved. So I will share the good practices on our platform of national commissions to interest them and also to brag about this big achievement. So I would like to thank you very much. We have achieved in other areas, or like I mentioned the other day on content creation, where we did capacity building of filmmakers. I think this industry has begun to catch fire, and we should not ignore it. We should do a great thing about the promotion of this industry. My friend Ragadi, as we were chatting, I like him so much. Whenever I see him, I just know one song. I just know that one song, Digida Digida. I know it and I like it. Whenever I have a chance, I usually dance. He said something that touched me. He said the film industry should even be more recognized than the agriculture industry. And I said, yes, it is even sometimes more fulfilling than food. Huh? You wake up in the morning and you're listening or watching a movie or listening to a performance. It is great. So I think it is something we should drum support for. We should make noise about. Madam Juliana, you are here. Please express to the minister that we need more support in the industry. I'm a teacher as well, and sometimes when we have this thing, we want to talk forever. So allow me to stop here and congratulate all of you upon this milestone. We look forward to seeing how the council will perform in the 3 months and to see what next. And if you get challenges, please come whisper to us. You never know how we shall whisper to Judy out there. So thank you very much for listening to me. And with this, I would like to have the singular honor and pleasure to invite Judy to make her remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. All protocols observed, and also to say thank you and welcome to the guests who are in front here. I'll also call them by their first names because we've known each other for a long time, and really appreciate the opportunity to be here and to talk to all of you. We started this particular journey on Monday, but this has been a long journey getting to this point. And it has not been a smooth and easy journey. It has been fulfilling in the sense that it has been challenging, interesting, and we're really developing something quite new. So when you're developing something new, there will always be challenges and opportunities that we have to go through. Certainly, as has been said before, we are very thankful to the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, and in particular the team who are here, who have really spearheaded this process and have made sure that the regulatory framework and the opportunities for film have been taken care of. As you've heard before, this journey didn't start with this particular project. And I think that is one of the things that we really appreciate about this. It is not a small one-time project, but it is one that builds from one to the next. Previously, we were looking at the regulatory framework, and now we are looking at the gap. What is the gap? How do we deal with access, and how do we make sure that our audiences have access to our products? I must say this, that the International Fund for Creative Diversity is a very, very competitive fund, and it is global, and it is supported by member states. So we get funding from different member states, and we have a fund, and we have an open call, and every member of UNESCO is allowed and able to put out a proposal. Being it global and having Uganda being one, I think, of the 10 projects that were selected is a huge, huge show of the commitment. And one of the things that Juliana did when she had the news is to call me and say, Judy, we finally managed to get the IFCD. Why? Because it is very competitive and everybody looks forward to that funding or that support. And so we really, really congratulate Uganda and the ministry for actually being able to get these funds. I say that because whereas the funds are coming from UNESCO, it is the work of the ministry that was able to actually attract the funds. And I must say that I was approached and asked, before the fund was actually approved, I was asked, have the Ugandans talked to the other countries? Because we all know that these multi-country funds are not easy to be able to implement. And I spoke with Juliana, or I think Caroline spoke with Juliana, and said, yes, they had already touched base with the other countries and to see the viability and the appetite of other countries to do this. So one of the things that was very strong and very important to the fund is to see that Uganda is not only looking at their own needs, but they are looking at the needs of the Eastern African region as a whole. And I think that is commendable in very many ways. So we need to really appreciate Uganda for putting out this. I also want to acknowledge the process that has happened in this room in the last 3 days. We've had presentations from the developers, we've had presentations from the organizers, we've had discussions, we've had small discussions, not only in the room, but even around the meals and around coffees. That is what collaboration is all about. That we are sharing our challenges, we're also sharing our opportunities, we're also sharing the way that we see this growing, this opportunity growing. I know that we are saying we are launching, and we are very happy to be launching this platform today, but I can assure you the work starts now. This is when the work actually starts, that we actually have something that we can be proud of and that can be sustainable. Sustainability is a very big part of the work of the 2005 convention, because what we hope is that from one year to the next, you're growing not only in terms of skills, not only in terms of audience numbers, but also in terms of economics, that there's money that actually ends up in your pockets, and there's money that ends up with the organization, so that institutionally it can grow from one year to the next. So what we are hoping is that from here on, much as we are available to support technically and otherwise, I think the president will be telling me, no, we have money. A lot of the streaming is very successful, and we actually you don't need UNESCO money because we are gaining our own money. That is on a lighter note, but actually not very light. I think in the next 5 years, we have to be bold and we have to imagine the best. The thing that we love about this project also is that it empowers. I'm hoping that you will feel empowered from here. You'll feel that those movies that you made, that you're feeling are sitting in the back, have been brought to the fore. And that it will promote the industry. Much as the 2005 convention is specific to the creative economy and the promotion of the diversity of cultural expression, it will obviously impact other industries and other cultural activities. And we are hoping that we will have a very strong gender balance. I know that we are completely imbalanced in a positive way in front here. And we're hoping that women and youth are very much involved in this. And of course, as I said initially, the economic empowerment is also very important. So I just wanted to just kind of give a sense of how successful and how important this project is to us. And we will be watching. We will be very available in case of any challenges, in case of any issues, but also to celebrate the milestones going forward. Please, we are always available and we want to be in touch continually with this project. And as we grow from one country to the next, today we're talking about 6 countries, and I'm sure it's going to grow from here to the next. We are together with you, and we pray and hope for a successful end to this project. So with that, I want to thank you all for listening to me, and I thank you for your commitment to this initiative. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I request us to put our hands together for the powerful ladies that have spoken. And another special applause for UNESCO in the room. Thank you so much, Judy, for those inspiring words and for pledging to always be available for us as filmmakers and the industry at large. Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment in time, we are going to have the chief guest, the permanent secretary from the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, to give us a statement, the press release. Thank you so much. I invite you, Madam.
Habari ya asubuhi.
Nzuri sana.
Easy. Habari ya asubuhi. If I knew all those who were not responding to me, I would call you by name. At least I know easy. Ninafurahi sana kuwaona nyinyi wote, ukuwa na sisi kwa mkutano hii siku 3. Did anyone understand what I said? Did I try? Okay, thank you. You know, Kiswahili is our second official language, so we are supposed to use English and Kiswahili. So we hope in the next summit, whichever country will be holding it, we shall use Kiswahili because it's an East African language. Naitwa Bibi Juliana Naumo Akorio. Mi ni kamishan ya utamaduni na familia hapa nchini Uganda. Asante. Naomba niongee na Kiingereza kama ni nzuri na nyinyi. Naona nyinyi wengi mnajua Kiingereza. Okay? I wanted to, as a commissioner, just highlight on 3 things before I make the official remarks of the PS and launch our Streaming East platform. One is to congratulate all of you. 6 out of 8 countries signed the pact. That is 75%. Is that very good or excellent?
Excellent.
Excellent. So can we clap for ourselves and say, thank you so much. We are not against Malawi, not even Ethiopia. And when we were discussing this pact, we said, even if you may not sign, please come, because this is a platform for networking, for interacting, for knowing one another, for strengthening one another. So at the right time, you may sign. Even if you don't sign, it's okay. We are all here to support each other. So thank you so much for signing the pact. The second one is, this platform is responding to what Uganda put as one of the 4 broad interventions in its national development plan. We have a new plan 4, which starts from 2025 to 2030, 30 what? After 5 years, 2030. So one of the priorities was that we need to strengthen the infrastructure. And the other one was networking platforms. And this is one of them. We are already implementing the interventions which fall under culture and creative industry provided for in the government big strategic plan. So I'm happy we are in the right direction. And then finally, we've not worked in silos. When we had Uganda's 3rd National Development Plan, and they were reviewing the plan for the 2nd plan, one of the challenges highlighted was that many agencies were working in silos, either as a lone government agency or even the private sector alone and leaving out others. But I'm happy to say that we've worked together to strengthen the public-private partnership with this intervention, even beyond Uganda. We've worked so well with our National Culture Forum. The chairperson of the forum is here. Thank you so much, Raggedy, for coming. We've worked so well with the associations, one of which is Pearlwood. And then we worked so well with all the government agencies. We worked so well with URSB. We worked so well with the Uganda Communications Commission. We worked so well with the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance. We worked so well with the Media Council. We worked so well with the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities. Those are the key agencies that we've worked so well about to ensure we deliver some interventions related with the culture and creative sector. So I would like to appreciate all that you were discussing here and then say we still have a lot of work to do. I was here on the first day, and one of the issues they mentioned, how are we going to market this Stream East platform? The other was, how do we bring the young people on board? And the other was, the platform was difficult to access, or it would take some time for you to start using the platform. Let's take those things seriously, and the interim council setup should quickly start by looking at those things to make it very easy. I used to watch Netflix. Now I want the Stream East to be in my phone so that I watch East African films. And I know you have the quality, you have everything, cinematography is perfect, everything is good. So I think this is the way to go. I want to encourage that council which has been put in place to ensure that we address all the questions people raised here. In those 3 months, let's address them, get to all the countries, ask them, suggest to them, this is how we are moving, is it okay? Let's do online meetings, it is fine. And then let's also network. You remember I asked you people to develop a calendar?
Yes.
Do you remember the 3 could we do that I highlighted in my statement on that day? I want you to pick those 3 issues and try to address them so that when we meet again, we are now saying this is what we are delisted, we are moving in this direction, however small it will grow. So those are my few remarks as the Commissioner for Culture and Family Affairs in Uganda. I wanted to ask my chairperson of the National Culture Forum to kindly get up and sing for us, digida, 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 before I officially make the remarks and launch our Stream East. We need all to participate with you.
Yes.
Ask everybody to get up. Please let us all stand up and we join in. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, this is a very good, a very simple term that I'm going to use. Digida means dancing. In Luganda, it means dancing. So if I say digida, 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 you say digida.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like, are you ready to dance? Are you ready, people?
Yes.
If I say digida, 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 digida ngabo sambagala, digida ngabo kangabala, cheza, 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 cheza mama tingisha mwili, cheza dada tingisha mwili, cheza kaka kama ndege. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ragadi. And you know why I asked him to do that? Because we got excellent in the pact. Thank you so much. Allow me now to take on another quote and make the statement of the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development, Mr. Agri David Chirenge, who has not been able to be with us today. I would like to recognize all the leaders of the associations and members here present who are our guests for all these days. You are most welcome. And in a special way, Easy and his team. I was informed you are supposed to arrive earlier and you failed, but you are able to come. Thank you for making the route easy in a creative way, and you are here. Thank you. Miss Judy Ogana, our Nairobi National Program Officer for Culture, thank you so much for being with us all these days. Our Secretary General, Madam Rosie Agoi, thank you so much for always supporting one of the core areas that you support. I would like to also acknowledge the representative of Uganda Registration Services Bureau. Thank you for coming here. I would like to recognize the chairperson of the National Culture Forum, where all the associations and all the domains fall under. And this forum was provided for in the National Culture Policy 2006, and it came to fruition just at around the time COVID was happening here. I'd also like to recognize the leaders, if there are any here, of the collecting management organizations. Uganda Federation of the Movie Industry is here with your chairperson again, who is Mr. Ragedi. Thank you so much for coming. I would like to recognize all the distinguished leaders of the different guilds in the film sector. Mr. Nawiso there, thank you so much for coming. I would like to recognize Robert for coming, of the Movie Vision Academy. That is where capacity, skills, and knowledge are shared. I would like to recognize the leaders of Pearlwood. Madam Aisha Matovu, thank you for steering the team of Pearlwood together with your Secretary General. I'd also like to appreciate Biz IT. Thank you so much for the good work you've done. I was able to visit Biz IT sometime around April, just to physically see where they are located. You know, it might be a briefcase institution, but it wasn't. We physically reached there and everything was okay. And we looked at this Stream East platform, and gave them some guidance. But you still have a few areas to address, and I'm sure you will correct those. I would like to appreciate the media for being with us and for documenting. We hope you'll have a very short documentary of this event, because in the ministry we have a screen where all the activities taking place usually are posted there, and when we have guests, every filmmakers, all the culture stakeholders, I would like to appreciate you, and most importantly, the management of the hotel. Thank you for keeping us in such a good and calm environment. Allow me now to say it's with great pride and honor that I once again welcome you to this significant milestone where we shall officially launch the Stream East platform, East Africa. This is a transformative digital platform which is developed under the one-year Refile film project of Uganda, which was about $99,960 $1,000. And as many of you might have already known, we appreciate that we now had to go beyond the silo recommendation that they told us to avoid, and we say, let's not work only in Uganda, let's have the other countries. Indeed, Judy, when we are developing the project, we called it Tanzania, the Tanzania Filmmakers Association. We consulted Ethiopia. We tried very hard to reach easy. We failed in Kenya. And so we went to Rwanda, and that is how we say, let's have it as an East African film project. And we are happy that we are able to go beyond the East Africa that we usually know it to be, and go to the East Africa as per the line that was mentioned by Madam, that if you put a line from the north to the south, we are all in East Africa. So we'd like to appreciate all of us, and that the team, which was on the ground, visited some countries, Zanzibar, Rwanda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, even to give them the background information, and then we had coordination meetings. Thank you so much for that activity. I want to appreciate UNESCO Paris for giving us this support under the protection and promotion of the diversity of cultural expressions, and we are happy that now we are delivering on one and almost the final output, which was also based on an earlier digital roadmap financial support, again from Paris. And so now we are delivering on a baby, and that baby is going to crawl and walk and grow big into a youth and to an adult. It will be an adult when we go beyond these countries that we are in. That is another assignment that we are going to work on, getting more countries on board, Botswana, Namibia, name them all. They should be part of us, including Zimbabwe, that I like so much. Yeah, I like Zimbabwe, I meant Zimbabwe, including Zimbabwe as one of those countries that should join us. Zambia is here. Yeah, so over the last 4 days, there has been an exchange of expertise and collaborative planning among all the delegates here, and including all the countries, and we have witnessed a convergence of minds and experiences that will no doubt shape the future of our film industry in Eastern Africa. I wish to take this opportunity most sincerely to wholeheartedly acknowledge and appreciate all of you for the invaluable contributions that you've made, the rigorous discussions that we had, the shared commitments, the transparency that has culminated into this monumental achievement, which is the development and signing of the East African Filmmakers Pact 2025. This pact, which was discussed yesterday by the country representatives sets a new foundation for us for regional cooperation in filmmaking, as well as addressing issues of intellectual property protection, market access. I am delighted to announce the formation of a regional filmmakers union representing all participating countries in this summit. And this union will therefore act as a coordinating body to strengthen ties, advocate for policy support, and drive collective growth in the sector. A key milestone in this process is the establishment of an interim council composed of selected leaders from member countries. Allow me to recognize our Secretary General, Madam Salma Salim Adim from Zanzibar. Kindly get her. Congratulations. And keep standing. I want to keep standing. I want to recognize the Vice Secretary General, Dusabimana Apollos from the Republic of Rwanda. Kindly keep standing. And then the Secretary of the Council, Bridget T. Chibwe from Zambia. Would like to thank you so much for showing the knowledge, the skill, the competence, the leadership, because without that, they may not have picked you up. And I think that is why you are now the leaders of this. And it is my belief that they will only lead. You are the people to deliver. They will lead us. We are the people to deliver. And most importantly, I love the fact that we moved away from Uganda and went to Zambia to chair. Thank you so much. So team, we appreciate you and we thank you for the transparency that you did to have this leadership. We are available to support you in the delivery of all the questions I've been pushing. Officially, I'll write to you and say, manage. Now, get a roadmap and then help us to follow that roadmap. Find a good methodology in which you can get to us and we shall be together. I want this thing to be sustainable. You may have your seats. Thank you. You may have the seats. The council, therefore, will guide the operationalization of the union and oversee the implementation of the Pact's action points. We are also here today to celebrate the birth of our Stream East platform, which is a home for East African cinema. This platform will therefore serve as a vital space for showcasing our stories, connecting creators to our new audiences, and creating new income streams for film professionals in the sector. It's a testament of what we can achieve when we collaborate across borders and culture. Allow me to express my deep appreciation to Pearlwood, the umbrella body for filmmakers in Uganda, for their critical leadership, Madam President, and your tireless coordination in working together with government in making this summit and platform launch a success. Finally, would like to appreciate UNESCO, both at Paris and the regional office based in Nairobi, as well as our own National Commission for UNESCO, for the financial and technical and coordination of the advocacy efforts towards ensuring we have this as a deliverable output. I would like, most importantly, to once again thank all the countries that have participated in this three-day summit for the great work. I would like to appreciate one by one the following countries in no particular order. The Federal Republic of Ethiopia. Thank you so much for joining us. The Republic of Kenya. The United Republic of Tanzania. The Republic of Zambia. Zanzibar. the Republic of Malawi. Have I left any out? Rwanda. Rwanda, my brother. Yes, the Republic of Rwanda, and most importantly, the Republic of Uganda. Let's clap for ourselves. Thank you so much for the teamwork that has led to this intervention. Ugandans are very serious, committed people. In whatever they choose to follow, they will follow it to sustainability and push the mantle to the young people to carry on. Because yesterday I said, we need young people on board. Let us do our part. Let us hand over to those young people, and they will now have this system running for as long as we are not here. To all the stakeholders, both private, public, and civil society, let us build on this momentum. Let us nurture and invest in the film industry, not only for its economic potential, but for its capacity to tell our stories, shape our identity, and inspire generations. And with great pride and optimism, I now officially declare, I thought there was a ribbon to cut. There's no ribbon. Okay, I declare the Stream East platform launched and commend the Filmmakers Pact and the Regional Union for the support and commitment of all of us to deliver this. Thank you, and may the creative spirit of East Africa continue to thrive. For God and my country, asante sana kuniuliza. Kunishikiliza. Yes, that's how we learn. Thank you so much.
The chief guest, madam. Ladies and gentlemen, before the chief guest takes her seat, we can take our seats, the rest of us. We are going to request the participating countries to come and assent to this pact that we finalized, one by one. And when it is fully signed, the chief guest will then launch it officially. Officially and physically. She has already launched in words, but she's going to do the official launch of the book. Can we invite the member countries, one by one, to come and sign? Can I invite the Ugandan representatives? Can I invite the Ugandan representatives to come and make their official signature? We are witnessing Uganda signing, and it's being represented by the President of Parliament, Ms. Namatov Aisha, and Mzee Bwanika Julius. We are having Uganda signing. And the gentleman and ladies standing aside are witnessing. Thank you very much for witnessing. A hand of applause for Uganda. Thank you very much. Can we then invite the next country, Tanzania, the People's Republic of Tanzania. Sorry, the Federal Republic of Tanzania. The United Republic of Tanzania. Tanzanian Film Federation, TAF. Representatives, kindly come and
when you call it United Republic of Tanzania, I have to be there too.
we're waiting when they are fully signed, we will launch. Thank you. Okay. This kind of next scene list. Thank you very much, Tanzania, for signing the pact. Can we have Rwanda next? The Republic of Rwanda is signing, and the members present are witnessing. Thank you very much, Rwanda. A hand of applause for Rwanda. Can I invite Zambia, Republic of Zambia, kindly? Thank you very much, Zambia, for signing the pact. Can we invite the Republic of Kenya to come and sign the pact as well? Thank you very much, Kenya, for making it to this workshop amidst all what you went through. Thank you very much, our delegates from Kenya, for signing the pact. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally inviting Zanzibar to sign the pact. Zanzibar, you're welcome. Is that done in Kiswahili?
Actually, he's the biggest, like he has so many films.
Okay.
That actually he's so happy for this because
All right.
he's one of the volunteers who had actually donated, contributed the films to the Stream East.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Zanzibar. Madam Salma, the interim chair, before you take your seat, can we invite you to officially make your statement, but also hand over a signed pact to the chief guest for her official launch. Thank you very much.
I thought I moderated all these 2 days and I was still okay. But imagine all of a sudden I'm feeling nervous. It's just maybe because of the excitement that I'm about to hand over this pact to you, Madam Commissioner, but maybe also I know I have a bit of a summary speech that I wanted to say to you and my fellow delegates, and then I will hand over to you the pact. It is very emotional. I might end up crying. I thought I don't cry easily, but today I really feel emotional. And allow me to speak it to read it in English, because I think maybe it will be for all of us. But for my fellow Swahili speakers, come to me in person. I will read. It was a joke. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, also allow me, because I had to write so that I don't forget. Distinguished delegates, chief guest, our fellow partners, our very amazing UNESCO delegates, our fantastic Hajat representative from the ministry, my fellow delegates, media, ladies and gentlemen. Habari za asubuhi. It is with great humility and deep commitment that I stand before you today as the appointed Interim Secretary General of the Eastern African Filmmakers Pact 2025. Today marks a historic moment, not just for our countries, but for the creative spirit of Eastern Africa as a whole. We gather here not only, can you imagine I'm shaking, not only to celebrate our shared passion for storytelling, but to formalize our collective resolve to reshape, strengthen, and sustain our film industry together. This pact is more than a document, it is a movement, a promise to collaborate across borders, to protect our rights, to ensure fair and dignified compensation for our work, and to amplify the cultural voices that define our region. Our partnership with Stream East through Pearlwood gives us a digital home, a platform by us and for us, where our stories can live, travel, and thrive. As your Interim Secretary General, I pledge to work with transparency, with unity at heart, and with a clear vision for building an industry that is inclusive, resilient, and globally competitive together with my team. Let this summit be the spark that lights our shared future. Together, we are not just imagining change, we are building it. Thank you. And I am shaking like crazy. Thank you very much for all of us. And a big round of applause to everyone here. We have made it. Are we? Funga, fungua. Let us do the funga. Funga, fungua. How do we do it? Funga, fungua. Ongera, imara. Wow. Thank you very much, Madam. Please allow me to hand over this pact today in front of all the participants here with our co-connectors through this amazing funding that you'll be able to give it to us. And we're looking forward for more, please.
Let's go for it.
Wait for the leadership.
Prakati. Home,
Am I still in the frame?
space. We haven't finished yet. We're going to take up more space.
The signatories.
What's the time?
The leaders of each association.
Leaders from the different countries, can we have you for a photo with the commissioner? Please join her, join the chief guest.
Leaders
Leaders.
of associations, yeah, you are there.
leaders of associations from the different countries. Sometimes they make.
So while we are finishing with the taking pictures, we still have one more signing to do. So that will be signing of the reciprocal agreement by CMOs. And that will mark the unveiling of these 3 days. It looks like it was a 3-day thing, but it had been a 5 years journey to mark the history of today. So please, the CMOs, get ready. Hooray!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the next session. Very short as we conclude. May I now hand over to Mr. Patrick Sentongo to take us through the next session.
All right, thank you, Hajat. So next, ladies and gentlemen, is the bilateral agreement between copyright societies, UFMI and Kosoza, UFMI from Uganda and Kosoza from Zanzibar. And I will kindly request the CEO of UFMI, Mr. Robert Womai, to join us. Together with his witness, his chairperson, Mr. Kaziwe Ragadi. And from the Copyright Society of Zanzibar, I kindly ask Madam Zura to join us with the witness, Ibrahim Mohammed. Kindly join us. Mr. Robert Womai, representing UFMI, the CEO. Mrs. Zura right here, signing on behalf of the Copyright Society of Zanzibar. Daniel Kaziwe Ragadi as the witness from UFMI, Chairperson, Board of Directors. The media, please stand by. We are going to be getting into the side interviews, Q&A session shortly after the signing of this particular agreement. All right, thank you so much. I will kindly request that you move together jointly so that you can have a photo, group photo. Reciprocal agreements by the CMOs between Uganda and Zanzibar. Right, thank you. Before we come to the very tail end, Mr. Daniel Kaziwe, Chairperson, UFMI, asked to have a few words to us, and I will ask him to get ready for that. The CMO's leadership, together with Madam Commissioner, right, thank you. Mr. Ragadi.
Well, all is said, but I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart, Commissioner, thank you for the hard work, and the ministry at large. Yesterday, I sat down and I thought about the numbers that we're dealing with. I would like you to take this to book, that this union marks 357 million people. Did you know the population that you're dealing with is the same population that America has? It is the same population that Nigeria has. That means if you put Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Malawi, Uganda, Zambia, Zanzibar, you get 357 million people. Because Ethiopia has 128 million people, Kenya has 57 plus, Tanzania has 66, Rwanda has 13 million, Malawi has 21, Uganda has 50, Zambia has 20, Zanzibar has 2. If you put it together, you have 357 population. The same population in Nigeria is 227.9. And everything is about market. The population in America is 340, meaning that if the digital platform works well, we have done it. Thank you so much, Palwood. Thank you so much, UNESCO. Thank you so much, everyone who has been part of this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge Ragadi, our legendary artist, with wearing so many hats in this country. We thank you so much and we are proud of you. Thank you very much, our chief guest, for the passion and love for the film sector. You have always told us at office that you have prioritized film to grow and thrive in this country, and indeed we have no doubt that you have done it. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for whatever has happened this morning as we come to the end of our launch? I did not hear any hands of applause. All right, now coming next is going to be a session with the media. The media are going